What's up, guys? Craig Mack here. You see I have a smile on my face today because fortunately this cutout's going to go a lot smoother than I was initially figuring on. So the situation as of yesterday was the bees were coming in. They're coming in this under this downspout, and we can go downstairs, and I did some further investigation and found a lot of stairs in this house. And found when I opened up this joist on the outside, I found my entrance right up there, which is great because then I can seal it off. And I also found the bees. So, fortunately, the homeowners are okay with me cutting open that space from upstairs. Fortunately, they're not on the wall I'm going to cut all that much. That's this one on this side. And they're at the top. But you can see this space, this parapet wall is just a dynamite location. I'm sure the bees found this in the springtime. They'd have been very happy here all summer. But they just arrived recently, and the homeowner, one of the homeowners, is extremely allergic, so the bees got to go. And they probably didn't stand much chance for Philadelphia to establish a colony in late August and make it through the winter. They'd be lucky if that happened. So back up to the roof. With any luck, I'll be able to remove them, relocate them, feed them a lot to hopefully get them built up. And I do have some extra honey. I do have some extra honey that I can take from other colonies and divide up. So that's my space. And the bees are building right across the top there. So I'm going to open this little box up, and they should be right there. I thought initially that they were down in this corner by the joist. That's all mucked into the corner and there's no space. So I was really thinking of doing a forced abscond, but after I got in there and made those additional cuts and got in there with the scope, I was able to find that they were in that cavity. And it's just, it's not a bad location. I'm always hesitant to open up roofs because they protect everything from water. And if it's not repaired properly, which I have every confidence that I can, if it's not, and there's a problem, you're on the hook for it. And sometimes, you know, building a good rapport with the client is crucial because sometimes, and I've had it happen, where you deal with one problem and you address it and you know it's repaired properly, and there's a problem somewhere else, and then they try to make that your problem. So you got to be real careful, and I do my best to document everything that I'm doing. So that way I've covered all my bases when it comes to these kind of cutouts. That's why I say all the time, cutouts aren't for everybody. Not everybody can do them. If you're going to get involved in doing it, you better make sure that you know what you're doing, especially in something like this where you're dealing with waterproofing a roof line and a difficult location, and the potential for damage later on is there. So be careful out there, but if you can do it, do it. That's what I say. So I'm going to get into making this cut, and I'll check back in with you. So I have my cut nearly made. Just a little bit of the cut left. And I got bees flying around me already. So I put my suit on. I don't always put my suit on, but usually I'll put it on for the initial opening to assess the nature of the bees and their aggression, if they're going to be testy or not. I did get stung earlier today downstairs when I made that first cut. I didn't have any protective gear on, but it got me on the wrist gently. Fortunately, my hair on my arms kind of buffered it a little bit, but she got me. No big deal. I'm not allergic. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't really affect me at all. So I'm going to finish the last little bit of this cut, and then we'll get to seeing what these bees look like. The undercut saw, and I'm trying to do this gently. This plywood is very soft. It doesn't have much durability, and it feels really spongy. But I'm trying to remove it gently so I can replace it gently and seal this cavity back up when I'm finished extracting the bees. No mad rush so far. There they are. Now they're over to the right of my cut. There's a stud here, but I should be able to access most of the bees. And there they are. Now I got a queen clip ready. In case I spot her, I want to try to find her as quickly as possible. And then that makes the rest of the removal that much smoother, because I don't have to worry so much about the about vacuuming up the rest of the bees, because I know I have the queen, and knowing I have the queen is the most important thing. If I have her, then I know I have the key to the colony, and the rest of the bees will move and should move with her. Beautiful bees. All in all, pretty gentle. They're not swarming me, not rushing me. They do have quite a bit of comb built already for the few days that they've been here. I think it's only been about 4. I think they showed up Wednesday. It is Sunday. So I'm going to fire the bee vacuum up and get to work. Try to find my queen and get these bees out of here. Alright, so what turned out to be, or what I thought was going to be a nightmare, turned out to be a pretty straightforward cutout. I was able to make a good cut, clean cut, got the bees, got the wax, wasn't much in there. Got my queen, she's in a box, and these are just the remaining bees that are left in a cavity. I brought an old frame with me, just rubber banded her to it, and they're busy at work with this frame. So I'm going to vac up most of them, get most of them into bee vac. I thought about transporting this frame separately with the queen, and we'll see if that works. Got the vac down at the entrance, trying to collect as many of the foragers that are out as possible. I think that's doing an okay job. Seems to be pulling them in. While I'm just going to go downstairs and seal the entrance up. So, all in all, successful day. Much easier than I thought. I just got to do the repairs and get everything sealed back up, which take a couple hours. So there's my day in full swing. Thanks for watching. As always, later.